Now, going over to the political part podcast, you have Lakin Riley's killer is found guilty. Now, this comes to us thanks to End Wokeness, and is actually first reported by Fox News, which somehow still in business. Now, he says, quote, breaking, illegal alien Jose Abrera is found guilty on all counts for killing Lakin Riley. Time for the electric chair. Playing about 1 minute long here. Let's see here.
Ibarra, illegal alien, accused of killing Lakin Riley. Hearing the verdict now. Let's watch.
Count 1, malice murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 2, felony
Look at those soulless eyes. Zero regret. Just no remorse.
murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 2, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 3, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 4, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 5, kidnapping with bodily injury. I find the defendant guilty. Count 6, aggravated assault with intent to rape. I find the defendant guilty. Count 7, aggravated battery. I find the defendant guilty. Count 8, obstructing or hindering a 911 call. I find the defendant guilty. Count 9, tampering with evidence. I find the defendant guilty. Count 10, peeping Tom. I find the defendant.
So I wish he got a really harsh sentence, but it sounds like that might be off the table according to some of the comments. Now, Brett Previle got 350,000 views as well as 13,000 likes. One of the first comments coming from Paul Zazupa saying, quote, time to try Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for treason and sentencing them to life in prison, getting 338 likes, which, again, never forget, they're the ones who got rid of all the Trump policies and enabled a open border with basically zero security. And spoiler, if you're new to the story, Lakin Riley was killed by this illegal alien. Now, AKA also says, see ya never, UPOS. Kamala should be charged as well, getting 372 likes. Libercat Media TM says, say her name, Lakin Riley, rest in peace, getting 57 likes. Joanne Maga says, death penalty was taken off the table. Unfortunately, now we, the taxpayers, must have to feed this MFer, which, yeah, I can't believe that's taken off the table. That's ridiculous. I don't know if that's because of a plea deal or what, but Old School Eddie says, Jose Abrera should not be granted the option of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. Instead, he should be given a severity and nature of his crimes. This case strongly argues in favor of capital punishment, getting 236 likes. Yep. 6531 Marine says, bring back and use it until the sun goes down. It's a gif of a noose, getting 72 likes. Burke Macklin says, good capital, I was going to say, can't pronounce things today, but if you click that subscribe button, I have a theory. When I first started the show, basically no subscribers and, well, maybe family, and I pronounced things terribly. And truth be told, stumbled over my words worse than Joe Biden climbing upstairs and spoke even faster. However, as I slowly but surely gain more subscribers, I become slightly more articulate. Yes, the bar was quite low, but technically speaking, a modicum of improvement. So I have a theory. More people that click that subscribe button, the better the show will get because I'll be able to speak better. So if you can do me a favor and click that button, I really appreciate it. Now, what I was attempting to say was Burke Macklin said, quote, good, catapult him into the sun, getting 79 likes. Justin Van Sant says, Lakin Riley deserves to be alive. The policies of Biden and Harris murdered her, but a guilty verdict is at least justice for her and her family, getting 65 likes. Harry Murray says, good news, justice served. Now focus on the people that allowed him into the country due to their policies, getting 11 likes. Don Wick says, public hanging and live telecast for the world to see, getting 35 likes. Which, yeah, surprised. There should be more, in my opinion, I'm surprised that more states don't have the death penalty. I'm kind of curious, what are they up to right now? I know they've passed it in a few more past couple of years. But right now, let's see how many. That's according to Grok, the AI from Twitter. It looks like only 24 states have the death penalty. Interesting. So I'm not sure, and I'm guessing this is a plea deal, which they took that off the table because he pleaded, maybe. I also have Red Wave Press saying, quote, yes, and that's the only punishment that should be handed down to this monster, getting 39 likes. The Salty Texan says, Kamala Harris and illegitimate Joe Biden should be on trial for this first-degree murder, getting 16 likes. I Love American News says, under Kamala Harris, 15 plus million illegal immigrants, 30 tons of deadly fentanyl, 360 people added to the terror watch list have entered into the United States. Got 8 likes. Florida 1 says no capital punishment sought by Soros DA. Soros DA Deborah Gonzalez says that she will not be seeking the death penalty against Lakin Riley's killer. Yep. Let me actually see here. Pretty long. Is that a legal paper that they published out or the judge's opinion? So it says this office will, quote, no longer seek the death penalty. Cases which are legal eligibility for death penalty are eligible for sentence of life without parole and life without parole eligibility after serving 30 years. While these sentences constitute very substantial punishment. Decisions to seek sentence of life without parole are death sentence of life in prison. Decisions to seek sentences of life without parole must be made by district attorney. Yeah. Looks like the office, as youth might say, go woke or go broke. Well, not really broke because there's DA is getting reelected, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm guessing that's the office, or that's from the judge's office that came down with this decision saying, oh yeah, we're not going to seek the death penalty. So, yep, this is one of the really heartbreaking and horrifying effects of politics is sometimes the bad policies lead to some very bad people entering the United States, in this case, committing murder and abuse against people. In this case, a young American citizen. And let me know, do you think, I think stories like this are one of the reasons Trump won the recent presidential election. I think he's going to, secure that border pretty darn good. And again, this is I'm not sure if anything can be done from a federal level, because again, this was it was tried within the state of Georgia. But yeah, most of the comments here are calling for the death penalty. Let me know in the comments, are you pro-death penalty? Do you think this person should, this person deserves the electric chair? Yeah, I think definitely they read off the crimes, they're pretty heinous and egregious, but let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.